in the live room, make sure to lock profits on those calls, because I mentioned if you were going to go long the market down here, this would be an area where there's going to be sellers inside the little circle. So if I took a short-term trade, this would be my exit. Okay, I'll go back and read the comments, and here I missed on a few. I think I'm there, but I haven't had any feedback. I mean, I'm starting to stream. I can see the chat. I'm chatting in there. I can see my screen in there, but I'm not sure if it's on, so I'm waiting for instructions there. Okay, cool. So I'm on. All right.
I can't reach the internet right now.
Stop.
Check your modem or router connection and try again.
That's my Google machine back there. I disconnected it because it keeps trying to answer stuff. Hey, guys and gals. Cool. We're on. Okay, no issues. So this morning, the discussion, let me recap in case you missed what happened this morning. People on YouTube, pay attention. So we have a chat room going every day with about 300 people. And here, I'll give you a peek, actually. Check it out. So this is what's going on right now in the chat room. We have about 300 people in there, 282. We'll have more. There's a slight delay to YouTube, about 3 or 5 seconds, but that's not a big issue right now. So this morning we had a CPI report. So we discussed it back and forth. Is it good? Is it bad? My assessment was that the news was, it wasn't bad. So the relief rally, I classified it as a relief rally. And those usually give retrace. And the fact that it retraced means that we kind of guessed it right. So the mode this morning for me was that book profits on the relief rally, pop, and see if you want to re-engage long somehow, somewhere else. So that's what I did in the morning. I had calls, I sold calls shorter term against them to lock about 30 cents worth of profits on a cost of about 80. That's a pretty significant move. So it's like me booking 1/3 of the profits already. Okay, so that was the idea. And then we fell here. We tried along here with a tight stop. That didn't work. So then when we came to here, this was a much better long. But I said that if we get to here, that would be an exit point. So basically, the fast traders, not everybody can do this, would have made this much. And however you trade it, futures contracts, calls, stock, however you trade it, sold puts or put spreads, that's also doable. So the audio isn't great. Okay, I'll make sure I have the right microphone. Usually I have a good microphone. So we are tactical today. I'm not making any changes to my outlook. Nothing in that report tells me anything new. The report said, thank God it wasn't bad. That's it. Inflation is not higher. It's not much lower. The absolute numbers of inflation are higher, but the relationship to the ones from last year are a little bit lower and in line with expectations. So you guys on YouTube, we've mentioned it here. Do you remember, have you noticed that since the March banking crisis, every government report was perfect? It was beautiful. So this is where suspicious numbers come into play. All right, so we have somebody sharing a trade from Raghu. Thanks, Raghu. Always pitching in with the trades. So we've got a debit put spread and 3 credit put spreads to finance it. So betting, yes. Geo, when somebody does that, Let me see here if I can share that. Whoops, it scrolled off my page. Oh, there it is. Nope, it scrolled off my page. Anyway, they're buying a debit. Hey, Kamal, nice to see you on YouTube. Thanks for representing. This one, there you go. So if I wanted to short a stock or a ticker, it doesn't matter. There are many ways to do it. And if I like the stock, I can get aggressive with it. So this is a kind of a bearish position. You buy a put spread, that's buy one, sell one, and you sell 3 credit put spreads below it. So you buy 41, 45, 41. These are what? Puts or calls? Oh, these are calls. Okay. So they're going long by buying a debit call spread. So basically, buy one, sell one. That's your credit call spread. I wonder if this is visible on YouTube. That's one trade. This part is the financing of it. Selling 3 calls and buying 3 calls. So that's a credit call spread 3 times bigger than this one. Okay. The idea is you want to rally to make money from the lower end ones. And this is the bank that financed it. So I thought these were puts. So that's basically how you go along with other people's money type of an idea. This is not easy for the beginners. So if you're a beginner, please use funny money for this and then use it on a small scale. Okay. All right. So the setup is not ideal today. We had better stuff planned, cool stuff, but we'll go with it. The point is to make money and trade well. I'm gonna let you guys hit me with the questions from YouTube. There's no way I can keep up with the stream of questions there or comments. I love the interaction. Okay, I guess I should have tweeted my own YouTube. Give me the link. Hold on, I got it. Copy. Let me go to the Twitter sphere and post it. Dummy. Post. We are live on YouTube. Bring tickers. We discussed Tesla, Apple, etc. Whoops. Where is it? Copy. Okay, there we go. Okay. Got it, thank you. Somebody's in love. YouTube is my friend. We don't make fun of that, Dave. We don't make fun of that. Spy lines. Okay, cool. For today, this is what happened. Are these lines visible on YouTube? Let me see. No, they're not. Okay, so we have to use charts. So this is an area where sellers are lurking until the breakout. So I'll explain. And then you have buyers down here. This is all for today. Today comments. So what do? I don't buy calls into this box. I buy calls down here from 411 or lower. I exit calls here if it was a fast trade. So if I wanted this breakout, I should get long way below it. So if I buy calls here, I'm guessing up or down. If I buy puts, I'm guessing up or down. The market feels bullish, so I don't want to fight the bulls too much. But if I'm trying to break this out and I get long here, this might happen, and then they'll probably stall here. Get long on the dips. Don't chase. Like if we break out, don't buy it here. Wait for this, because they'll probably do this and take that out. Okay, so this is a little sloppy, but usually I draw it freehand better. So don't buy calls inside this box. Wait for dips, or get started here with stops. Whatever you do, have stops. How? So let's say the price of the call you want to buy, use today's, it's early enough, is $1. Offer less. So then if you get that red tick, you will get filled. So you're not overpaying for your call. It's just easier. And if you try to buy your call here, you're going to overpay for it. And then this dip starts you out red. But if you let them have the first stint and they come back, most often they come back. And if they don't, so be it. You missed it. There are plenty of other trades. If you buy it on dips, and this dip could come to here and that'll still be okay, you would be in with a cheaper starting point. So then it's easier to have a better stop loss. As opposed, if you're paying up here and your stop loss is tight, you're going to get stopped out if we dip to here. Anyway, I wouldn't start here. I would start here with stops. And if I didn't start, let them break out and then buy it on the down. Plenty of ways to skin this. So the idea is to not be a chaser. See where something is going. Try to get it. If you don't get it, stop out. Very simple. If this is your thesis, get long and stop out. Don't let your losers run. Okay? So, people in the live, you're not missing much if you're not in the YouTube live, because there's a little bit of delay here. So, it's business as usual here. I'm answering your questions. But we're also entertaining people out there on YouTube land. We're going to try to run an hour. If we're happy, we might run another hour. No, maybe 30 minutes extra. Okay, somebody asked for a SPY. Hopefully these are levels you can trade. Now on the downside, we have a lot of buyers short term. A lot of buyers. So I wouldn't assume a debacle day. There are no signs of it. There's no reason for it. Already the bulls are in charge for the last 2-3 days. And today the report wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. So it's not like they had it wrong and they're going to spike and fall. They're just celebrating it not being bad. One major longer term warning, which you guys, members, you've seen this, you've heard this 1,000 times. This page. Every mega cap I've seen and most indices are extended in rising wedges like you wouldn't believe. No need to know the details on these charts. I'm here to show you the QQQ, rising wedge like you wouldn't believe, vulnerable to 5% dip, like it can happen in a blink. Can happen. Amazon, maybe 3 to 5%. SPY, down to 398 would be perfect. Apple, somewhat extended as well. This is a collection of all the mega caps, also extended. They can drop 13% collectively and still be in the hands of the bulls. Look, if they're trading this ascending channel right there, if they're trading this ascending channel and the next move is just this one to come back up, this is 10%. Easy. On what? Look at the tickers. Apple, Netflix, Google, Nvidia, Amazon, and Meta. All in one chart. So imagine those guys dropping 10%. They are half the NASDAQ. Okay? So I don't short the market based on that, but I have to know that I'm vulnerable. So how can I protect myself? As an investor, if I have assets, I would use the VIX. The VIX is well below its mathematical average. I would buy a call 60 days out. Not everybody needs protection. This is not to short the market. This is to protect my assets. That's it. Okay. Now back to the SPY. What other tickers are we looking at? Hey, thanks for that, Gilpreet. MSTR as an investment. Okay, so I can address it from this standpoint. Somebody's asking for MSTR. I just peeked as an investment. When somebody says investment, I go long term. MicroStrategy. I think I've heard the CEO talk. He sounds smart. So I don't know their business. I'm going to peek at their P&L. Ooh, okay. So this is not a good looking P&L, but this is analytics. Yeah. Is this a crypto trade? Why do I think it's a crypto trade? Anybody in the live room know? Okay, so technically, yeah, okay. So technically, you're betting on the CEO, and fundamentally, technically, you're betting that this was a breakout. This is a breakout. Target is up here somewhere. Just be careful. The P&L doesn't show anything. So this is like a Cathy Wood trade. So you might have this, and if they take this out, they could get to here easy, like easy. But look at the selling here. This is a dangerous spot. Sellers. So be careful. Yeah, it's in a breakout. Buy it on a dip. If I'm not long, I would wait for a dip to get long. Or if you know how to sell puts to own shares. Sell puts to own shares. That's what I would do. It is a pure crypto trade, but that's why the P&L looks like this. So I don't know what to do with this. $2 billion loss with no income. It's just bizarre. So you need to really study the company. I wouldn't get long the company because of one guy. If you want to play crypto, just use crypto stuff. By the way, speaking of crypto stuff, I woke up to a really nice look. It looks like Bito. Check it out. Yeah, so why trade this for $300? Just use Bito for $17. So here's the thing. Look at it. Shh, don't tell anyone. I woke up to a fat dividend, 47 cents. 47 cents on an $18 stock, and it's paid monthly? What is that? What is happening here? It wasn't 47 cents before. It was 10. It was 14. How do they determine that? I would like to learn more. If anybody knows how they determine this value. So this trade is so profitable for us. We got long here. Look at where it went. Plus dividends. Love it. I haven't booked it. I'll book it up here somewhere. Hey. How do they pay it? I don't know. It just shows up in your account. It was insane. No secret sauce shared. Okay. Let's go back to the SPY. And 30 seconds. Lightning speeds. Okay, you see the line, the breakout line? So if you bought calls, you have an opportunity here to pop to start this yellow thing. But you have a bunch of sellers up here. So you have sellers. Credit put spread on Honeywell. I'll double check. So Honeywell, I don't trade Honeywell a lot because it's not very liquid in the options world. Let me zoom out 1 week, 1 day. It looks bullish, looking to break out, but it has sellers up here. So 197 is a difficult spot. But listen, it has earnings coming soon. It's not for me. What is easier to do is wait for the reaction from the earnings and then place a trade for May or June. So I'm going to ask you to come to me after the earnings. If you want to bet on the earnings reaction, you're just purely guessing how they're going to react to the earnings. UNH reports earnings tomorrow, I think, or the day after. And that's another thing that you need to pay attention. Look, UNH move of 1% is a massive boost to the Dow. Like massive. UNH is the biggest company in the Dow. Yes, this little box means more than these two combined. It's 3 times Apple, this little box. Why it's rallying, we never ask why. So the why you can find out from somebody else. But I mentioned this fact that it's 3 times because whatever happens to UNH on Friday will happen to the entire market. So if UNH pops and runs, the whole market is going to run with it, because I think the Dow will be in a major breakout. Okay, Upstart. I can help you with Upstart. Stay away. I have shares in Upstart. I started a small position and it doubled twice and I didn't close it. Exit app. And so my concern with Upstart is, first of all, it used to grow really fast. And one earnings report, it fell 65%, even though it almost doubled the company, because of the concern over if they're able to sell their loans. So these guys, I think, I'm speaking from memory, generate loans based on artificial intelligence, and then they bundle them and sell them. And if they can't find buyers for their loans, they're stuck holding the loans on their books. So their balance sheet goes out of whack. They're not big enough to be able to withstand it. So what my concern is, if that happens, Wall Street will want to puke it again. So I have the shares. I'm stuck upside down in them. I would sell covered calls in them if I had enough. If somebody had enough, like 100 shares or more, I wouldn't add to it. I would rather take SoFi, to be honest, and or Affirm, which, by the way, I closed my sold puts in Affirm for a profit. Remember that trade went red and people asked, why are you not out? I said, because I wouldn't mind owning shares at 10. They never assigned us shares and me shares. And now the trade is profitable. And this morning I closed it for 15 cents. So I left 20% air math of the maximum profits on the table. I never mind booking 80%. So the advanced decline line is horrible. That's a little concerning. So let's watch what's going on there. Let me open the side windows here. The IWM, this was slated to happen yesterday. Maybe it happens today. I'm so happy I booked the IWM calls. That's all I have to say. In the Dow, Apple doesn't matter as much as UNH. The Dow is price weighted. The bigger the stock price, the more importance it has to the Dow. So if Apple rallies 3% and UNH rallies 1%, they have the same impact on the Dow. If Apple's falling 3% and UNH is up 1%, the Dow's flat. Thanks for transferring that questions in here. I love it. You guys are awesome. Pretty weird candles. What's weird is the advanced decline line. It's like collapsing. That is not a bullish thing. Now, bearish setup, huge head and shoulders. If we lose this one, technically we can go to 408, technically. But there's so much in the middle, in between that. This is a $28 billion dark pool from yesterday. Thank you. I think Krailman brought us that one. Maybe somebody else. Sorry. There was another smaller dark pool level here. Those are support. There's whatever this is. I can't remember now. Oh, that was an important area. That was yesterday early, I think. You have this huge bounce overnight. So just like they like to revisit the overnight highs during the morning session, they sometimes like to revisit the overnight lows as well. Schwab. I can do Schwab. Here's what happened with Schwab. It fell apart with the banking crisis, and there was chatter about it being in trouble. We sold puts somewhere here. I don't remember when we read that the CEO of Schwab bought millions of shares or spent millions of dollars buying shares. So there's nothing that says, hey, we're not going out of business, more than the actual CEO of the company buying shares. So I sold puts. Thank you. And I closed them. Why did I close them? They went to maximum gains, and this is the reason why. I don't want to be short puts through the earnings. Now, chances are they're not going to say, oh, we're going out of business. But I don't want to put my money in the hands of the reaction of a bunch of idiots out there. So if the market wants to act idiotically over the earnings, then I don't want that to cause me to lose money. Someone is saying no one in the chat room. Someone should straighten them up. And they're here. Here, live chat. Try this link. Okay, so I would hold off just to see. I mean, if I'm desperate to be long Schwab, risk a couple of bucks buying calls or buying shares. It doesn't matter what it is, Krailman. I appreciate that. I have a spreadsheet. Mathematically, it's based on the price. You are what they say, ubiquitous, Jax. Ever present. Everywhere I go, there I am. So this is a Head and Shoulders that, you know, technically has this much downside from here. Something like this. But bunch of support in the middle. Let's go to the SPX for a minute. Whoops, one back. This box was my closing zone from yesterday, and we kind of nailed it. I would imagine when you come back into the box that was important yesterday, guess what? We're closing the gap. That's normal price action. Now, what's not normal is if they actually take this guy out. The SPX is easy, clear lines, no overnight. It's just sometimes it's easier to strategize on this one. So this is available with a bunch of buyers below. And let me take out all the lines. What a messy chart, right? Okay, so look. Pivotal zone, not a place to panic out if still long. Let me explain. If this drop happens to go red and we fall into here and I still have longs, that's not where I panic out. I waited too long. If I'm looking to get long, that's the place I would nibble longs. Fed Barkin. Okay. What did Fed Barkin say? Oh my God, we have inflation and we are raising rates. Fed Barkin can go suck a lemon. That's what I say to that. All the Fed heads, they can go have a party where they're sucking lemons. Or as they say in England, a satchel of Richards. Let's see how many people get that. I saw it the other day. I couldn't stop laughing. Yep, they're catching on. So what is there to do here? No panic. That's what there's nothing to do here. If you're actively trading and you want to catch longs, every time we fall into cover gap, fall into support, you take longs. And where would I get out? I would start getting out here. This white box was pivotal yesterday. I bet you it's pivotal today. Snow. I don't know. I have to go check it. What do you mean? I don't understand. 69 cents credit. Mine shows much less than that, Jeff. Can you tell me what the trade is you're trying to take? Thanks, Gulpreet. Give me the levels, man. The levels I have, Jeff, are nowhere near that number in that I remember. So we must be talking about different things. So tell me the trade. What is the trade? Give me the legs. Pinduoduo, not a favorite. That's a Chinese company, no? So I'm. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, not for me. Definitely not for me. Maybe closer to 55, 56. Definitely under 60. I don't know anything about it. I don't know why it's falling. I don't like Chinese companies right now because I don't know much about the Chinese rhetoric. I remember last year, its own government was trying to destroy every successful company out there. So Alibaba, excellent company P&L. Excellent company P&L. By the way, Alphabet stock could bounce into 106 and find sellers into 105.90 or so. So yesterday's low in Alphabet is pretty important to watch. And let's follow Alphabet. 104.68. If we lose the overnight low or that 104.68, Alphabet could fall. Again, the target is 103.5. But what will it impact the market? Will everybody do what it's doing? Look at Tesla. Below yesterday's low, almost below yesterday's pre-open low, which was 184.5, which is why I said to close the short put that I mentioned earlier. It was profitable earlier. It's probably red now. Jeff, can you give me what the legs are? I don't have it in front of me. I've got 65 windows open. Just tell me what it is. Tell me, please. Help me understand. The one I have is nowhere near 65 cents. I want to help you. I just cannot go find what I posted on April 6th, which is yesterday. I just don't remember posting one like that. The one I posted is not 60 cents. That I remember, but set me straight. It was 18 cents. And anyway, my snow trade is still 2 cents in the greens. So yes, if it's the same trade I have, I don't show 60 cents. Mine is for May 5th, 126, 125 credit put spread. 126, 125 credit put spread. Oh, you sold a naked put at 120. Okay, so you and I don't have the same trade. My trade is still on. So it looks like you have, mine is not for the 15th, it's for the 5th. And it is 126, 125. There is no 515. There's 519 or 55. So Pinduoduo has support below 60. Probably 62. Okay, can order flow trader. Order flow trader is a gobbler of news. Someone should tell them it's not the words that cause the market to drop, it's its own stupidity. AI my ass. There has no shred of I in AI. The only intelligence is that it's suckering people into acting like machines the wrong way. Okay. Chop, chop. I'm watching Alphabet here. I'm going to put it here. No. Okay, I'll put it here. And I'll show you what I mean. You remember this arrow yesterday that never played out? Well, maybe it has played out. Look, the neckline, they couldn't, whoops. The neckline, they couldn't recover it. They tried and they couldn't. So if they make a lower low than this one, they're going to here. That's what I meant with the alphabet. That was from yesterday. So what alphabet stock does today, I think will represent what happens to the markets. If you want to get long the market and leave room for error, sell a put spread here. And let's go check on one. So this is the leave room for error part that's important. 40.85 credit put spread in the SPX. Okay, so let's go to the SPX. It's this one. 40.85. So if you've never done this before on YouTube, folks, this is for educational purposes only. You're going to lose money if you don't know what you're doing. A credit put spread, 40.85, 40.80 will get you about an 11% yield on risk today. Okay, a chance to make 50 bucks per contract out of thin air. That's after selling a call spread at the open. As for the Iron Condor from the open, it's still about even money, down 5 cents. So that's still working. Mandeep wants to know about Baba. I'm probably going to disappoint them. Nope. Nope, meaning not an obvious point of entry. Akram, it doesn't work now. That credit put spread I mentioned is what works now. The Iron Condor this morning was at 40.95 and whatever, way up there. So the 40.95 now is 90 cents, but the other one is played out, so it's an even money. But if I were starting a credit put spread, that's what I would do right now. 1 second, Lucas. No. This is a potential downside target from here to here. AAL, not to be confused with AA. Down 8%. Okay, I'll bite. Why is it down? Earnings or what? What happened? Is there news on it? Is that earnings? No. Whoa, did they pre-announce? Soft profit outlook. They pre-announced. McCanella said Wednesday. It expects. Why would they pre-announce like days in front of the earnings? What the fudge? What are they doing? Why do they do that? And now they have to announce the bad news here again. They catch everybody by surprise. Like if I own shares and I wanted to protect myself, I would protect myself around the earnings report. Why would they do that? That is insanity. Shameful management. You should never invest in this company. Any company that pre-announces, you should punish them and just take them off your watch list. That is insanity. You do have support. So the closer you get to 1250, the better. Can you sell puts in it? If you want to own shares, sure. Let me see if we can sell one. AAL. Who reports next after them? So UAL and all of that. It's kind of a mess, right? So if you ask me, there's not much money. The $12 out to May 19th is only 40 cents, not even 40 cents. So not for me. If you're long the stock, I guess you can bet that it will hold the support. Yes, enticing to jump in on a $9% drop, but there's not much money to be made. I'm certainly not going to sell a $13 put. Falling up? What do you mean? Falling up. Falling up. Brad is back. In case you're new, Brad is an OG. That is a crack up. He's our resident comedian. Okay, I see what you're talking about. I see. Jeff, I wrote up 2 trades that day. If it's 0.6 or 0.7, you're looking to start it now, it is still startable. Even though you missed out on a perfect entry. Target 1 is 145. Target 2 could be 151, 150.5. I told you, I don't remember. I needed you to mention it. All right, caution. Losing this will bring this. So ABC move. If a stock falls from here to here, it chops and it loses the chop, they tend to come down as much as that. So I think they have one of these here, ABC. One of these. So it looks neat. I don't use it often. Anyway, so you drop, you chop. If you lose support, you come down here. You heard the if part, right? So let's see. Powell speaks today. Where the hell are these schedules? None of these are on my schedule. What's happening? The Fed's gone rogue. Joshua Boyer, thanks for the question. Is it too late to get into an iron condor? We mentioned an iron condor in the morning, and when I posted it, I said I would first start with a credit call spread, and then the market fell, and I said if I got that credit call spread paid so quickly, I wouldn't even bother with a credit put spread. Now I would dare take a credit put spread with a stop, and I would only come to 40, whatever I said. 4085, 4080 on the SPX expiration today. I don't know if I want to sell a call spread, but if I did, I can give you one, but don't hold me to it, okay? And I need to know that you know what you're doing, because this is not an easy market. Okay, so 41, 45, 4080. 41, 45. 41, 45, 40, 80, or 41, yeah. Or if you want to go to, that would be 40 cents, about 80 cents, 85 cents for the both. But this is not a trade recommendation, and it's certainly not for the faint of heart, and not for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. And there's a lot of time to be had, okay? And if you want to see what it looks like, oh, pink. Anyone watching Order Book or whatever that's called? Let us know if there's any information. Also, anyone watching? Oh, the Fed minutes are at 2. Yeah, that's what it is. The Fed minutes are out later. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, there you go, Josh. You can probably get one for 40.80 now for 60 cents. Who's speaking? Can you verify that indeed Powell is speaking? By the way, Alphabet is an inch from losing that level. Look. 3 cents. What are the odds of it holding? Not good. And this was a wolf wave target from 2 days ago that has been met twice. This is where the bulls need to buckle up. Morton speaks my language. The news doesn't move markets. Yeah, Morton, I preach that. The news may show some expedited ticks, but most news, 99% of news, does not create a new price path. What it does, it just expedites whatever going to play out anyway. No, it just expedites whatever was going to play out anyway. It may make the candles bigger. It may overshoot one way or another. It may bring it faster, but it doesn't create a new price path. Unless the news changes the P&L. I say it confidently. For example, one company has a headline that an analyst downgrades it. The stock falls. That's bullshit fall. Whoops, excuse me. Sorry, YouTube. But if the news is the company can no longer sell its products, to make it a ridiculous headline, that is a headline that will change the P&L and the price path. Most headlines are of the first kind that don't impact the actual bottom line. So if a non-voting member comes out and says his or her opinion about rates and the market moves on it, that comment is not going to change the path of the Fed actions, because they're not even a voting member. And that includes our buddy Bullard. He is not a voting member, last I checked. If Powell's speaking, that is not scheduled. That would be news all by itself. What the fudge does he have to say that he needs to come out and talk? Off schedule. Can someone verify whoever said Powell's speaking today? Can you show me where it is at? And who's he speaking to? Yeah, he's not. That's what I thought. Market net flow call premiums have leveled off. Okay, so it's getting worse on the market net flow. Thanks for nothing there. No, I appreciate your looking out. Folks, we have 302 people in the room, in our live room, not on the YouTube side. And those people, they work together to keep us successful. And by that I mean, like, look at this comment. Hold on, I'm going to try to make this page bigger. Krailman is awesome at updating us. Market net flow. So basically we're watching the algo flow from various sources. We have order book watchers. We have, there you go, boom, right on demand. Right on demand. This is a Bookmap. Have you heard of Bookmap? It shows you literally the red zones are buyers and sellers, like this red line down below. This one here, that one at the bottom of the screen. I don't know which one shows up here. Anyway, it helps us determine where they're lurking sellers and lurking buyers. And that happens all day. People contribute. Look, this is a dark pool level. By line, so you can tell where the transactions are going to be. Who is this? Pinduoduo. Wow, 204 million. That's pretty substantial for that stock. Kupreet showing his trades, and I made a funny joke about a satchel of Richards, and a lot of people got it. That happens all day. You want to be part of the gang? No. We're not taking on new people. No, just kidding. Reach out. Wild day on Bookmap. The S&P on ES for the SPX. They tried to hold it above 41.50, but it failed. Tried to hold above 41.35 and it failed. Yeah, so we've got two major failures above. So those are resistance levels now. Comment on the SPX IB, please. Yes. What do you need? They are always iron butterfly. It's too early for me to put an iron butterfly. The iron butterfly is I need information. Otherwise, I'm just shooting in the dark. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you my estimate of what is playing out. And it would not be the time for me to sell an iron butterfly. We have support and some upside pressure towards 411, 410.80 to 411.20. So let me do the math on it for you. What is this? Square. Okay, we'll go check square in a minute. $41.20, 20.25. There's pressure towards that area based on the SPY. So here's what I will do. Based on the SPY this early, which is $8 a.m. So that means that based on the price action in the options of the SPY right now for today's expiration suggests a move up to here. So how do I trade this? I would sell an iron butterfly here. What is an iron butterfly? It's basically an iron condor around this area where the credit call spread and the credit put spread touch at 41.20 or 25. And let's see how much it pays right now. This is what I call a Yeezy at this stage, 41.20. $12, 12.1. So you collect $1,210 for doing one contract, $15 wide. And if the market meanders towards it, that 12 gets cheaper. The goal is to take it off, meaning book profits, $1, $2, $3, and leave $800-900 on the table. That would be my goal. That's what I would do. I wouldn't do anything else. It's too early though. Look at that. They're talking to each other in there. Thank you, Rami. Appreciate it. A little confusing though. The close is 411. Yeah, I said 410.80, 411.50. Right? I think that's what I did. Let me go check. Yep. 411.50. It's not obvious that they want to do that though. They're hiding their intentions. The spam on my phone is out of control. Retailers are just crazy right now, aggressive, which tells me they're losing. Okay, so we have a harmonic setting up here. If you're new, this is a potential bounce. It's not verified yet. So somewhere from here, I think there's a bounce to here and another one to here. So this one played out, or is playing out. We can leave it there. I just want to make it thinner so it's not in the face of everything. The opportunity is to get long in this area. Wait for confirmation is usually the best. But for me, this is a good base. So I would take calls. Which kind? Which kind? If I want to take them for today, I would take today's calls. If I want to swing them for today's, I would take tomorrow's calls. I wouldn't go giant. This is an uncommitted market. And I would definitely set a stop loss. So if the calls cost $1, I'm making up a number. I would tell myself when I take it, if it falls to 70 cents, I'm out. Pick a number that's appropriate to you. Every person is different. So this was my eyeball target of this ABC move, right? You saw how we drew it. So this is where people's emotions are engaged and they want to get out. We have a bit of information. This was our target, and this is information from yesterday. There is $28 billion of action here. So what I would do in this case, I would go out and buy a call as an active trader. If I'm not an active trader, I don't do anything. I wait to see what the market wants to do. So I would be long here right now. And the way I would do it is something like this. I want to set a stop loss based on amount lost, and I want to capture maybe 120% of the amount I'm risking. So that would be my enter, stop loss, exit. That would be a trade. Now, if I want to swing long for a few days, I would commit longer. I want to bring your attention that Alphabet did lose that. That's important. Hey, Mary, I see you. Where have you been? Did you drop out? Oh, okay, good. On vacation. Then stay out. So go by the call. Which call? It doesn't matter. Let's see. The 410 call for today, 409 cost $105. That would be one. The 410 costs $65. I prefer the $100 one. So the 409 call for today, $105 or $63 for the 410. And I would tell myself, if I lose X percent of that money, I'm out. What email should I give out for a prospect? Give them mine. Lenny's mine. It doesn't matter. And if you don't have any longs and you want to swing along for a couple of weeks and you think that, hey, this is nothing, it's just noise today, the markets are very red and the VIX is a little bit green, right at its mathematical average. This is where you start a call, maybe using tomorrow's or what's today? Friday's. But I don't have any new information today. This morning's reaction was one of relief. Thank God it's not that bad. Now, when the Fed minutes come out, we may have a similar reaction. What is the Fed minutes from 3 weeks ago gonna tell us that we haven't already heard from the 6,000 of them that opened their mouths since then? Nothing new. I would be shocked if we learn anything new. CNBC will tell you, we learned from the Fed minutes. No, the Fed has already talked about their minutes and had speeches for weeks. We should not learn anything new. So the Fed minutes reaction might be one of relief since we're red now. If you want to bet on that, you take a call for the close. Let's go see if there's a cheap one. In what? I don't know. Let's go XSP. The XSP is like the SPX, only baby. If you've never heard of it, it's a little less liquid. Yes. Can you hash it out? Either way is fine. Yep. Perfect. Thanks for that information. That helps. Where are we at? Okay, let me look left. Let me look in the... Yeah, I think we're going to bounce, and the way to do it is you buy a call and you sell it if it rallies. It's an active trade. You don't buy it and sit on it. You have to be an active trader. This morning, all I've done is what I've already said. Booked some profits on the sold puts and sold put spreads. Shorted the IWM against my longs. Thank God we did that. And I haven't done anything yet. Okay, I took calls and I will stop out at like 35%. Calls for today. Which ones? At the money. You can do it via the XSP, it's not very liquid, or the SPY. So the SPY, it's $92 for a 409 call. If it falls enough, I would stop out. This is an active trade based on the fact that we're falling on whatever into support. And this is a bet that whatever comes out of the Fed meeting is meh, and we might have another little relief rally. And also based on upside pressure in the options. So this is an active trade for active traders, and you have to be able to be disciplined to close the loss. We don't win all of them, but we win a ton of them. So I'm not adding to a position. I'm taking a small position for a small rally, and then I'm out. All right, so we're wrapping up. We've gone further than for the YouTube than we planned on. This was a pretty good test. If you liked what you saw, YouTube folks that are not already members, reach out and via a whole bunch of ways. Cool. Yeah, listen, the word, what we do is so simple, and the room is so quiet, having 300 people, and it's a team. Everybody's looking out for everybody. When somebody has a question, 6 people come in to answer it. Okay? Stop listening to the news, people out there. Woo! Thank you, Arlenis. Hit us up. We got a good gang going. I'm already a millionaire. Woo! So we're up 10 cents from 90 or 91. Let's call it 9 cents. That's a good start, right? So manage your own profits. I'm not there to tell you when to book. I leave money on the table all the time. I book early. That's me, my personality. This is a cool little test. It's fun. Etsy credit put spread. Wait, Carissa, does Etsy have earnings coming up? $5.3. Then I wouldn't do that. You're gonna have fun. Weight Watchers, consider 40, 60, 55. Lou, how much does it pay? Anytime you ask me a credit spread, just give me the per contract. Like, is it 50 cents? Then yes, take it. What? 5-minute doji, that's indecision. They're trying to decide what they want to do. Thanks for the update, Mark. Merci beaucoup. Weight Watchers. Okay. What do you need on Weight Watchers? Isn't that a meme stock? Okay. Not for me. Look, it was a great idea to get long here, right? No, it wasn't. I'm being facetious. It was a great idea to get long here. No. So if you're not long, you're buying this person's losses. I would get long on a breakout confirmation, and I wouldn't touch the stock with a 10-foot pole if you ask me. I don't know what these meme stocks are doing. The sales are dropping. The losses are accumulating. Not for me. It depends. If Oprah farts, this stock goes up or down. No. Right? This is Weight Watchers. Okay, we have profits already. If you took calls with me, you're up 20 cents on a 90 cents investment. Do the math. That's a nice appreciation, okay? So for example, if you bought calls, you're probably up 20%. In how many minutes? 20% in 5 minutes. Why? Because we took along when it was falling. Why? Because we had vision that this was a potential target. We had information from yesterday from you guys. That information didn't come from me. I just drew the line. And we took a trade that was viable and it paid. Literally 20 cents, 20% in 5 minutes. Exit. Thank you. I'm out. I'm leaving a lot of money on the table. Okay, with that, we're going to wrap it up for the YouTube folks. I appreciate you guys being and gals being here, and come again. Oh, subscribe to the YouTube channel and put the little bell thingy. So next time we go live, if we go live anytime soon, you'll be alerted to jump in. So thank you for being here, and don't forget to visit us for more information on... I can't type this morning. There you go. Thank you. Somebody beat me to it. Yeah, that was an easy, quick win. Let's hope they follow through. All right, hanging up. Rudely hanging up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Yeah, smash the like button. Like. Smash. And share, yeah. Okay. I wish I had like a nice little exit window for us, but I don't, so I'm just going to rudely hang up. That's what I do every day. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. Hanging up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.